Okay, so this is going to be the next task in the IKEA toy project. This is going to be the last one. This task is going to be doing a modelling plan for the IKEA toy. In the background, I've just got a video of me modelling my design for the IKEA toy. Yours will be a wee bit different. If you do have Inventor, so if you were able to download it from watching Mr. Thomas's video that he posted earlier, then you'll be able to actually model this yourself, and if you can send me a photo of that, that would be great. But it's okay to just do a modelling plan for this task. A modelling plan is pretty much a step-by-step for how you'd 3D model something. This is something that you'd use yourself, so that you could plan out all the steps that you're going to do, or to give someone else to model. So it has to go through all the steps step by step and be as explain as much as you can. So on this, I'm drawing the profile, and on my modelling plan I would draw the full profile, which is half of the object, so that it can then be revolved around the axis. And you want to be labeling your profile, your axis, and having all your dimensions in it. If you don't have it labelled, saying the profile and axis, you won't get the marks for it. And if your dimensions are off, or you have limited dimensions or no dimensions, then you might not be getting the marks there as well. For all the other steps, like for when you're doing an extrude, you need to be talking about where that sketch is going to be placing. So in a second here, you'll see that I create a offset work plane, and in your modelling plan you would have to mention that as well. And all the other things like the fillets for the curves, you'd have to mention that, and the size of the fillet that you're doing as well. So here's the offset plane that I created. So you would say I would create an offset plane from the bottom work plane, whatever it would be. So in that instance it was the XY work plane, and then the height that you'd have to do to bring that up, and then you'd say create a sketch on it, and then all the other steps. So drawing the circle, then extruding it. Here I'm drawing the feet, so there's a couple ways you could have done the feet. I just drew them in 2D and then extruded them up and then set a fillet. I was trying to use the mirror command, but that wasn't working for whatever reason, so I just decided to draw them both, and then extrude them up and then fillet them. Later on you're going to be seeing me do a circular array, and you need to make sure that you're using all the correct terminology while you're doing this. So in Inventor it's a wee bit different to what the SQA accepts. So when you're doing a circular array, it's called in Inventor a circular pattern, and things like doing an extrude subtract, that is called in Inventor a cut. So you need to make sure you say subtract, and you need to make sure you're saying circular array. It's just a wee bit different to what is in Inventor, but there's a full document that I've added to this task about the correct terminology that you need to use. So there was another revolve there as well. If you need to go back to any of this video to see how I've made any of these parts, please do. And you can also see on the left hand side on the modelling tree all the steps step by step as well. Here I'm just creating the circular array, so I've created the feature, I'm doing a fillet quickly, and then you'll see me do the circular array. So here is the marking scheme from the 2017 past paper. So you can do different approaches and get the same amount of marks. So you can get the marks for saying the revolve approach, you can get the marks if you were to extrude the full thing. Okay, so all you're doing for this task is you're writing down step by step with as much information as you can, and with sketches.